Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
I doubt very many of you, if any of you, who watch my channel know the band this beer references. But as soon as I saw it, I had to buy it, and it's one of the cooler finds I've found on tour lately. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti. I'm checking in from home. So while I was on the Amonklok Tour, we were in Pittsburgh on a day off. I wandered down to the House of Brews. One of the beers on the shelf was this beer right here. I was really stoked to find it, especially when I realized, that it's made or brewed in conjunction with the band. So this is the 1349 Black Ale. I'm going to butcher this name. It's brewed by Haand Bryggeriet. I'm sure I butchered that. Out of Norway. This is a 13.49% black ale. It's going to definitely be a night ender for me. And why is this so cool to me? Because there's a band out there called 1349. They are a Norwegian black metal band. They're from Oslo, Norway. They've been around since the late 90s. I think 1997 is when they first were formed. And that name, 1349, is a reference to the year that the Black Death first appeared in Norway. Again, I know most people out there that watch my channel aren't even big heavy metal fans, so a black metal band, a Norwegian black metal band, is probably pushing it for a lot of you. I suggest you go check them out. I'm sure you won't get through a single video of theirs unless you're really into that kind of music. Paul from PA Brew News, I'm sure he knows who they are. He probably listens to them. And one of the cool things about this is when I brought the beers back to the bus to put them in the fridge, one of the guys on the crew saw it, and he's not a big beer guy at all, barely even drinks. I guess he knows the 1349 guys. Was like, oh man, those guys have been talking about that beer. They helped brew it. They had a lot of input in brewing those beers. So that's really cool to know the band had a lot of input in brewing these beers. And I say these beers because there's a couple of different 1349 beers from this Haand Bryggeriet brewery. But the only one I saw was this one right here, the Black Ale. I'm excited to try it. So I paid $9.99 for this can, which is well worth it to me for a band-related beer, especially for a Norwegian beer, to find a Norwegian beer in Pittsburgh. On the can here, this cool-looking can here, find my flashlight, it says, innovation and tradition, hand in hand. And they spell the hand, H-A-A-N-D. 1349 Black Ale is brewed with the iconic black metal band 1349. On the side here it says, ingredients, water, malted barley and wheat, hops, sugar, orange spruce, coffee, and yeast. What's else on here? Government warning. 0.33 liter, 11.16 fluid ounce, kind of a weird size for a can. Imported by somebody in Concord, California. It's a product of Norway. Tells you who it's brewed by. There's a QR code on the side. I'll try to remember to take a picture of that and put it up here somewhere. And then the only other thing on the can is on the side here, there's a best before date of May 12th, 2027. So I'm still well within date that this still should be good. I'm really excited to try that. Try this. I love these band collaboration beers. Big time band beer guy. It's cool to see like a black metal band doing a beer collaboration. And it's really cool to randomly find it in just a beer store in Pittsburgh. So since this is a high ABV beer, even though it's just a black ale, I decided to pour it into a goblet here. And let's get on into it. On Untapped, this gets a 4.0 with over 1.5 thousand check-ins. That's pretty good. Surprisingly, on Beer Advocate, there was no score. And that's just pouring out as black as the blackest black metal you can find. Get a nose on it, man. I just almost spilled the beer. That just sprayed all over my hands. Almost spilled the beer. Get a nose on it. That smells like a stout, like a rich, decadent stout. big notes of chocolate and char and coffee with maybe a little bit of citrus. That smells like a big chocolatey coffee stout, even though this is a black ale. Again, that's black as midnight, black as the soul of the musicians in the band. That's just a deep, dark black metal black. Had about a half a finger's worth of chocolatey tan head. If you handed this to me blindly, I would think this was a stout, just the way it smells and the way it looks. I'm excited to try this. I should know how to say cheers in Norwegian, but I don't. So I'm just going to say cheers. That's thick. Man, that is complex. It's thick, it's complex. Dark chocolate, roasty char, a little hint of coffee. Just a slight little bit of like raisiness to it. Man. A little bit of like booziness on the exhale. There's like a, oh, that's almost like a citrusy pininess on the finish, along with the booziness on the exhale. Wow, this is incredible. Definitely drinks like a stout. It's thick, it's big. Dark chocolates, coffee, char, hair of booziness. You know this is a big boy beer with that hair of booziness on the back end, like on the exhale. And again, like kind of in the exhale, there's like this almost sweet, citrusy, piney kind of flavor that just you barely pick up, almost imperceptible. I'm getting some warming down here now. If it wasn't for the booziness in the exhale and the warming, you wouldn't notice it or know this was a high ABV beer. Like there's nothing in the original sip or in the mouthfeel. Big, rich, dark chocolates, coffee, char, delicious. This is phenomenal. 1349 black ale from Haand Bryggeriet. You get 2 big horns up from the Ginger Yeti. This is a very well done beer. Very, very well done. And it's really cool. I mean, I hope that's true. I see it on the can. And I don't know the science behind it enough to know if you're actually able to pinpoint and shoot for a specific ABV down to 13.49%, or if that's just a gimmicky thing or marketing thing. If any of you all know down below in the comments and make it this far, are you able to actually create a beer that gets down, say you want to do, I want to make a beer that's going to be 13.49% and actually do that? Or is it just kind of a rough guess and you hope for the best and then you just put it on the label? Because that's crazy if they actually if this is actually 13.49%. Super cool to do that for a band called 1349. I know it's not going to be in most people's wheelhouses, but go check out 1349. Musicianship is phenomenal. They're really good musicians. I know it's not in most people's wheelhouses, but they're an excellent band. Definitely give them a listen. If you can find this beer, absolutely buy it. For $10, it was underpriced. This is well worth it. For $10 for a Norwegian beer that tastes this good, that's this phenomenal, at 13.5%, $10 is a steal. Let me know down below if you've had any of the 1349 beers. I know there's a couple different ones from Haand Bryggeriet. I think Three Floyds might have made one at one time too, but don't quote me on that. But let me know down below in the comments if you've had any of these 1349 beers. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the adventure.